What's up, everybody? Here's another video. Kids Move. The question I ask: can Fable Legends be revived? Now, I'm gonna say I'm in the complete minority of those who were extremely excited and looking forward to the free-to-play model of the new quote-unquote Fable game, Fable Legends. Now, Fable Legends was revealed in 2013, back with the Xbox One launch. Looked very polished, new 4-player 4v1 co-op MOBA style action RPG, using the Unreal Engine 4, the first game supposed to tout this DirectX 12, the cloud. It's supposed to be this big push for Xbox One and Windows. It was announced, showed off, looked great. This game's been in development since like 2012. The game had a running beta. The beta ran for like a year. Fully playable. Looked gorgeous. Like, I mean, talking about gorgeous. This is before Xbox One X and, you know, an HDR being available on Xbox One. This game was just a magnificent piece of work. The game ran smoothly. It ran fine. And unfortunately, it was one of the titles that was canceled. It was supposed to release in like 2015, but then delayed to 2016 before being canceled. And this crazy thing, while it was in beta, they had just launched like the microtransaction. This game was going to be a full free-to-play. It was going to be a digital-only title for Windows 10 PCs and Xbox One. I played a lot of the beta. I didn't spend any cash in it and whatnot, but I enjoyed the concept. It was PvE, PvP. It was this cooperative experience where it could be 4 players being heroes, or you can have 1 player pretty much being the enemy, which was who had access to control the map, what kind of bosses being spawned in, what kind of bosses that you would fight, and trap doors, controlling all that. And it was cool because it's like, wow, I can imagine the enemy player using a PC while, you know, the other players being on console. It just seemed like it would work that way. They were supposed to have smart glass integration. Just a very huge, ambitious idea that was dope. A lot of the backlash this game's got, because it was moving to that free-to-play model, that games as a service. This was the real push of games as a service. This game was supposed to last 5 to 10 years. And the fact that it was called Fable, people saw this game and they were turned off immediately. Not because the game looked bad or garbage or anything. It was the fact that it was called Fable, and there was nothing fable about it besides the familiar name of Albion, you know, the town this stuff all takes place in. But it wasn't no Fable. You couldn't look at this game and see Fable 2, Fable 3. It was nothing Fable about it. So the name itself turned people off, and people started looking at Lionhead and Microsoft very weird about the game and didn't really give it the love. But as far as the game itself, I enjoyed it, and I was all for it, looking forward to it. It was one of my games, like, it's top there on my list, and couldn't wait till it released. Got to play it at PAX East back in 2015. I was a part of the alpha, the beta for a long time, playing this game. But I don't know what caused Lionhead or what Microsoft to cancel this game, but shortly after the game started, it seemed like the game was becoming its own and becoming this final build where you could purchase the characters. I found a character I liked and that I wanted to rock with, because the characters are supposed to rotate out, and then you can either earn in-game currency to buy the character you want to permanently rock with, or you just use whoever they had in rotation for the time being, or you can use real cash to get the characters you wanted, the host of characters you wanted. But Microsoft canceled the game. They shut down Lionhead Studios, and the servers finally went off on this game in April of 2016. And for those who purchased in-game content, or participated in the microtransactions, they got a full refund for the game, and that is it. Nothing to say. Game's over. Fable Legends is dead. Microsoft is kind of really being looked at as like, wow, even though nobody was really checking for it, but it was canceled, and you know, this was slowly the beginning of the Xbox has no games movement. Now I understand there's no Lionhead Studio, so you're like, man, who's gonna make the next Fable game? You know, is Fable dead? Was Fable Legends it? You know, Phil Spencer confirmed on multiple occasions that Fable is still a living IP that they're gonna work with in the future. Sure, could Fable use its own another standalone game, a true follow up to Fable 1, a true open world, serious, story driven action RPG game? Yes, it can use that. But could there have been room for a Fable Legends style game? And from what I got to play, and for what you guys are seeing, the concept of this game was really dope, very social, engaging, and I feel like it probably was ahead of its time, and I feel like it would work better in this day and age than it would have back in 2013, 2014, because we haven't quite embraced what this game was trying to do then, but we have willingly embraced these style of games now. So now, can they revive Fable Legends? Of course they can. Will they? Of course not. But I say they should, with the same concept. I wouldn't call it Fable Legends. I would never, no, I wouldn't do that, because we all know there's probably a new Fable game in the works that will be a true Fable game, true to the name. But I feel like Microsoft have the pieces in place, and I'm sure they still have the assets to actually revive and release this game under a different name. Of course, I would probably call it Legends of Albion or something else in relative to that. But if you don't notice, Microsoft had purchased PlayFab, and PlayFab would be perfect to power the games as a service model working for a game like this. I think that, I mean, anybody can make the game or finish what wasn't done in this game. A couple more polishes, make sure that, you know, everything is right. It could still be a free-to-play games as a service game, but PlayFab is really there to power how the transactions of a game like this would work. And every time we mention games as a service, people are really like, no. There is room for all types of games, story driven, multiplayer, or mobile, or complete games as a service. We don't have to be one or the other. Any platform can provide multiple styles of gaming. I have nothing against games as a service. Now, I don't want games as a service to replace gaming as a complete whole. No, of course not. But it can be an option, and an option we can live with, especially if they do it right and a proper game that service. You know, for games as a service, you don't want to pay $60 for games as a service and pay $60 and continue to pay for it throughout your lifetime with it. But if it's a free to play and then I have to pay continuously with my time with it, I don't mind that, because I know what I'm buying myself into. But what are your thoughts? Can Fable Legends be revived? I thought the concept was dope. Hopefully you guys like the trailer. Maybe you guys missed out on this, but I feel like it's a game that could work in 2018, 2019 and beyond. And I think the concept of this game was very ambitious, and that I don't think the game needed to be canceled, being that the game was damn near 90% done at the time that it was canceled. And I don't know, maybe there was some bad blood. Maybe they saw something that they weren't ready for at that point in time. Maybe the numbers weren't there to show that this game would be successful. But I think for all games that were eventually canceled, I think they should all be given a second chance, and have a chance at revival to see what it could do if it existed in full. But that's my video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. I enjoy these discussions. Hopefully you do too. Love to hear your thoughts on Fable Legends. All right, you guys have a good one. As always, Xbox is the best box, and I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. Peace.